Hello, hello. Am I live? I'm just going to do a check and make sure everything's working. Hello, everybody. And if you're here, please say hello in the comments and let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. And I'm just going to make sure everything looks like it's working properly. All right, I think it is. Let me just check on Facebook. All right, I think it is. Let me just check on Facebook. I don't even know. Hold on a second. All right, I think it is. Just check on Facebook. I don't even know. Hold on a second. All right, I need to figure out where I'm hearing that from. All right, I need to figure out where I'm hearing that from. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Benjamin. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me and see me. And thank you for everybody who's showing up with me live and to anybody that's watching the replay from today's training. So happy to be here with you guys. And this is just a flying by the seat of my pants, off the cuff training that I decided to do because I know I haven't been live with you guys in a minute, and it's been a little bit, and I miss you. And I am just had something that really inspired me last night that I thought would really be worth sharing with you. And don't mind me, I just came in from, it's pouring rain outside and my house floods when it rains really hard. I have a pump down there I've been having some trouble with, so I've been running up and down the stairs, like dealing with that all day. And it just started pouring rain again right before I came on this live stream. So I just came in from out of the rain dealing with that, and it's pouring rain outside, but I am just going to trust the process and know that everything's fine, and no excuses, right? When you're inspired and you got some value to share, you got to share it. And that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about today too. So, hey, Mike Hobbs. And I see somebody who is, oops, hold on a second. I see whoever wrote this comment. See how it doesn't have your name? Like when Mike says hi to me, I can see his cute face and name and everything. So if you want me to be able, I'm streaming live in 3 different places right now. And so depending on whether, like, you can see Mike's watching me on YouTube. That's why you can see this little YouTube icon there on his picture. And some people will be watching me in a couple different places on Facebook. So I'm not actually on any of those platforms right now. I'm fielding all of the comments directly from StreamYard. So if you want me to be able to see your face and name, just go ahead and there might be, with the description that I posted for this live, there might be a little link there where you can just click that and it'll connect your Facebook to StreamYard or whatever it does, so that you'll show up on here so that I can talk to you directly. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Benjamin. So, and if you don't do that, it's just going to look like this. And you can still leave me comments. I just won't know who it is. And I like to know who it is. So anyway, I'm glad to be here with you guys today. And I just wanted to share something, like I said, off the cuff, that is something that I'm hoping might really help some people, especially if you're new to marketing, but even if you're not, this is something that you can do for the life of your business. Okay. So, last night I was on a marketing mastermind that we have every Monday night. And every week we bring out different guests to share, their strategies. Sorry, I have like a weird situation going on here with my weird like stray hair like in my eye. Anyway, we bring out different people to share what's the different strategies that they're using that are working right now. We usually have a couple of different guests each week. And one of the ways that I contribute to the Home Business Academy is by helping to find the people that are getting results. And I talk to them ahead of time to find out what they're doing. And then we bring them out live on the mastermind to share what they're doing. And what was really cool about last night was one of our guests, Kendra, she is brand new. And she was sharing about what she's doing. And she's on the leaderboard for our company, right? So I wanted to find out from her what she was doing that was having her be on the leaderboard. And when she told me what she was doing, it was super exciting to me because it's the exact strategy that I used when I was brand new that got me on the leaderboard too. And it's something that anybody can do. And it's a way to really connect with your audience, not only to get like results in your business or to get sales or anything like that, but also when you connect with people in this way, they will probably follow you forever. Like I have people on my email list that subscribe to my email list way back in the beginning. I've been marketing online for 16 years, and there's people that are on my email list that have been on my email list since like the beginning of my online marketing life. And the reason for that is because of this strategy that I'm going to share with you right now. So basically, all you have to do to really not only just connect with people deeply, but to really, really, really make a difference for people is to share what you're doing. Like just kind of share your journey with people and help them follow along right behind you. And the reason that this is so powerful, and it doesn't matter what niche you're in, like I'm talking about online marketing. I'm in the online marketing niche, but maybe you're in the weight loss niche. And maybe you just got into like a network marketing company that sells weight loss products and you just started using them. You can do the same thing with your weight loss journey as I would do with my internet marketing journey. It doesn't matter what niche you're in. Maybe you are in the golf niche and you want to become a master at golf. And you want to build an audience of people who are interested in learning how to be better at golf. And so what you could do is while you're learning, maybe you go take a golf lesson and then you make a video about this new way to hold your golf club that you just learned. And you can share that with your audience, or you can share like a breakthrough that you had from your coach. And I used to have a CrossFit blog where I did this all the time, where I would go to my CrossFit workout and my coach would say something profound to me that would help me have a mindset shift, because my coach would help me to see a limitation that I put on myself that wasn't actually real. And then I would go onto my CrossFit blog and I would share about that breakthrough that I had. So every little thing that happens to us, whether it's a belief thing, a mindset thing, a marketing strategy, a technique of some sort, a weight loss, whatever it is, every little thing that we do when we're building our business is something that we can share with our audience that has the potential to really make a difference for people. And the reason why it's so powerful, especially if you're new, is because new people, like people that are just getting started online, a lot of times if they're following someone that's like this huge guru online that's making, 7-8 figures or whatever, and they go and follow this guru trying to learn how to become an affiliate marketer or a network marketer or whatever it may be. The problem is that guru is so far ahead of them that they're not always going to be talking about the little basic baby steps that you take in the beginning to get to where they are, right? They're already way past that. So they're still sharing incredible amounts of value, but it's not necessarily going to speak to a beginner in that niche as much as hearing it from somebody that's one step ahead of them. So let me give you an example. So like when I first got online, I was learning how to market online. I knew nothing. So the first thing I did was I went to an event and I flew to Texas and I hung out with a small group of internet marketers that they were pretty seasoned internet marketers, or most of them were very seasoned internet marketers. And they were, it was like an internet. I just wanted to learn anything. I knew nothing at all about internet marketing. And I remember asking questions that like people kind of looked at me like I had three heads. Some of the questions I asked, like they were talking about something about a domain name, and I raised my hand and I was like, what's a domain name? Like I didn't even know what that meant. And so all of these different things that people kind of took for granted, jargon that was part of the industry or whatever, I was so new, I didn't even know what any of it meant. And so I just had to ask the questions, but I learned a lot that weekend. And then as I continued on my journey of wanting to learn how to be an internet marketer, I continue to learn every day. And I still do that. I'm still continuing to learn every day, 16 years later. And so what I started to do in the beginning was each time I would learn anything, I would get any kind of a result, I would share it with my audience. I would make a video about it or send it out, to my email subscribers or, whatever. I was documenting my journey. I was sharing every little win that I had because I knew that if I could get this result, that so can somebody else. And so I remember like the day I got my first lead online and I made a video saying, like I just got my first lead online and I'm so excited. And, I made a video talking about exactly what I did. One lead might not sound like a big deal to some of you, but if you're brand new and you've never gotten a lead online and you're watching a video from somebody who just got their first lead online, don't you think that that would be kind of exciting? It's like, wow, this person just got their first lead online. Maybe if I follow them, I can get my first lead online, right? And then like the next thing, I learned how to put a link into an email, like a clickable link into an email, like in my autoresponder. And to me, that was a huge victory, right? Because I didn't know how to do that before. Or when I learned how to put an image in my email and make it a clickable image that takes people to a video or a blog post or something like that. Every little thing that I learned, I would turn around and share it and teach it to my audience. And then, I would also share my successes, like when I would get a sale or, have a monetary result in my business, I would share that as well. And so what that does is it helps people really connect with you because it makes you so relatable. When you're new and you're just doing what you need to do, you're learning and taking, initiative to do the things to build your business and sharing exactly what you're doing, you're going to attract a lot of people that just want to follow along with somebody that's doing exactly that, rather than watching somebody who's already, like I said, already made it, already, has a ton of success, who's not going and talking about these like really, really basic skills. So it's just, it's a super valuable thing that you can do for your audience. And like I said, you will build an audience of people who will follow you forever because, they're going to continue to follow along in your footsteps and do what you're teaching, but they're also going to be inspired by following you on your journey. Okay. So this is, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter what niche you're in, and it doesn't matter, if you're brand new, you start, right from scratch, like starting with zero. This is, what I'm doing. I'm starting my business. Today's my first day and I just watched this video and this is what I learned how to do. Whatever, you can start from the very beginning. If you've been doing, whatever you're doing for a little while, that's totally fine too. You can document your journey starting from now. You can even recap, some of the things that you did to get to where you are now. I mean, there's plenty, you can never run out of value that you can share and content that you can share with your audience if you are basically documenting your journey, your success, your small victories along the way. And Hi, Terry. So if anyone has any questions about what I just shared, let me know. I just want to break this down a little bit more. This isn't going to be a very long training today, but I just want to bring up some of the things that Kendra told me yesterday, because I think that this is really valuable information. Okay, so I reached out to Kendra to see if she wanted to be a guest on our mastermind last night, because I saw that she was on the leaderboard. She was super excited to be a guest. And so the next thing I asked her was, what are you doing? What are you doing to get on the leaderboard? Like, what's your marketing strategy? And she, she's in our community. We have a training called the Freedom Launchpad and a book called the Escape Plan. Okay. So the Escape Plan is a free book that people can download and read. And then if they want to participate in the full training, they can purchase the Freedom Launchpad. So that's what she did. And she said, I made it a point to complete all the steps. So I'm just going to break down our conversation, because I think that there's valuable points in every single thing that she said. She said, I made it a point to complete all the steps. So here's the first thing that a lot of people don't do. They purchase a training and they either never go through any of it, or they like gloss over it and don't really do the steps. Like maybe they watch the training, but they don't actually implement the training, or they start to watch it and then they stop and they never finish. Even if they start to implement, they never finish the training and never finish the steps. So she said, I made it a point to complete the steps. So that's the first tip. That is pure gold right there. Like, if there's a training that you've purchased and you haven't gone through it all yet and you haven't implemented what you've learned, that's a good place to start, right? And then she said, I read the Escape Plan. So the Escape Plan is the free downloadable ebook. And I will give you guys access to this as well. Hold on a second. In case anybody's curious about what this is, let me just put this here for you. Hold on. All right. So that's where you can grab it if you're interested in that. But all right. So she said, I read the Escape Plan. And so if you go to the link that's showing right here, that'll take you to where you can download the Escape Plan for free. It's a 183-page ebook that is full of value. And she talked about that last night too, how, she's like, this is like some of the best information I've ever seen. Right. So she trusted the information. She read the book, and then she went through the Freedom Launchpad. So again, like if you download this book and you decide you want to take the next step, then the next step is this course called the Freedom Launchpad, which is ridiculously inexpensive. I think it's like $27 or something like that. And you get these training modules that are like, they're so good. They're put together by my dear friend, Nick Bramble, who is a seasoned veteran in the industry. And he just has a way, he wrote the book too. He has a way of breaking things down in a way that's really, really, really easy to understand, especially for brand new people. Like this is something that I always say, I wish I would have had this information when I was first getting started, because it would have just eliminated a huge piece of my learning curve. Okay. So she went through the Freedom Launchpad, all of the training modules, and completed the steps. Again, she completed the steps. So I want to hear from you if you're watching this right now, if anybody's on here who has purchased something and is guilty of like not completing the steps. Because a lot of times when we purchase a training, a product of any kind in any niche, there's steps, right? There's work to do. So if you're guilty of either like watching the training and not actually implementing the training, or just not even going through it, let me know that in the comments, because I think this is just a common thing of human beings. So, but she went through the modules and she completed the steps. Huge, right? And then she says, I subscribed to the HBA funnel builder because I didn't want to lose momentum trying to recreate the done for you funnels in another tool. So the Freedom Launchpad, again, if you go to this link that I have on the screen here, you'll see this page that you go to is a done for you page that comes with it, right? So she knew that she wanted to be able to share this with her audience and that, she had another page builder tool that she could use, or I don't know if she had one or could have purchased one or whatever. But she didn't want to try to reinvent the wheel. She wanted to just use the done for you pages. And in order to use the done for you pages, she was going to need to have the tool that the pages were built inside of, which is the HBA funnel builder. Okay. So that was the next thing that she told me that she did. And by the way, the HBA funnel builder is the tool that I use to build all of my pages in my business. It's amazing. It's so easy to use. And which is another beautiful thing for people that are new, because there are a lot of other page builder platforms out there that are not as nearly as user friendly, and most of them cost way more too. So some of these tools are like $300 a month. Ours is only $25 a month. So that's so she bought the HBA funnel builder because she didn't want to lose momentum trying to recreate the done for you funnels in another tool, right? So huge piece of gold right there, right? She just wanted to jump in and go. She didn't want to lose momentum. And then she said, I leveraged the done for you emails and loaded them into my autoresponder. So with the Freedom Launchpad, not only do you get these pages built for you, but you get emails that you can load into your autoresponder so that when somebody opts into the page, like the page that you see here on the screen, when someone opts into that, they start to get an automated series of emails. And those emails are also provided inside of the Freedom Launchpad. So that's what she said. She leveraged the done for you emails and loaded them into her autoresponder, right? This is something anybody can do. She's brand new. She's just taking the stuff that's already done for her and using it. And then she says, I put the offer in front of folks who are seeking to make money online by leveraging solo ad traffic. So what she shared last night on our mastermind is that she went through a training in the back office. Inside of the Home Business Academy, we have a section called the Traffic and Conversions Academy, our premium product, and it has all these different free marketing strategies, training on how to use all these free marketing strategies like YouTube, blogging, and all these different free ones. And then it has a section for paid marketing strategies. So what she said is she went to the paid marketing section. She watched a training on how to do a solo ad, and she ran a solo ad, right? Simple as that. She watched a training, purchased a solo ad. She said, this allowed me to create a list of 133 initial subscribers and just practice communicating with them as I dig into the training and share my results, right? So she has her automated emails going out to the ones that opted in that are going out automatically. But then as she's going through these trainings inside of the Freedom Launchpad, she's learning so much. I mean, there's so much value in those trainings. Literally, you could go through any of the modules in the Freedom Launchpad and take away like probably 10 or 15 different things that you could share with your audience, like little snippets of like little individual videos that you can make to share value with your audience from the things that are taught in there. There's so much value. So that's what she's doing. She's communicating with her list by sharing the things that she's learning. And she's practicing communicating. I love how she says that because she's new, right? So a lot of times I think when we're new, we stop ourselves because we want everything to be perfect and we want to just, we want to get it right. And we don't know if our emails are good enough or whatever, but it takes practice. And I love how she said that. Like, so she's just practicing communicating, right? And she's being authentic. These people on her list know she's brand new. She's not hiding that, right? That is so inspiring to know that someone's brand new and they're showing up and they're getting results and they're sharing value, right? And then she said, I'm starting from zero, and most folks do not get to follow along as people build their business. So this is what I was saying. When you're new, and if you're going to give people an inside sneak peek of you building your business from the beginning, it is rare. It is something that people don't get to watch and witness every day. So it's super, super, super inspiring for people. And it's, again, something that anybody can do when you're starting from scratch. And again, if you're not new, you can still do this. Like I said, I still do this. I still learn new things and I turn around and teach people what I'm learning, or I share, inspiration. Like what I'm sharing with you today was inspired from a mastermind I was on last night. So like if you were on a mastermind with us last night, maybe you got a big light bulb or a big aha moment or a big, something that inspired you that you want to share with your audience. This is all stuff that we can share. It doesn't matter how far along we are in our business, but I wanted to stress that people can do this when they're brand new, because I think a lot of brand new people don't give themselves enough credit and don't feel like they have enough value to really make a difference for people, when actually you have way more value than you think you do. And then the last thing she said was, all I did was follow the 3 steps. So in the escape plan, he lays out 3 steps. It used to be called the 30-minute workday. And it's basically the 3 things that you do in your business every day that will help you to generate a significant income on the internet. So all she's doing is following the 3 steps. And what she also said last night on the mastermind was, and what's so cool is it literally takes 30 minutes a day, just like it says, so that's what she's doing. And she's getting onto the leaderboards. And I love this because it reminds me of, like I said before, when I first started, I started getting on the leaderboards doing the exact same thing. And what's beautiful about this is when you have an offer, especially like a done for you offer, where you don't have to know how to build a page, you don't have to even know how to write emails, all the stuff is given to you like it is here. Then if you have an offer like that and you already know it converts, like we know it converts, a lot of people are getting results with it, right? So if you have an offer like that, then all you have to do is what you're taught to do. And it's all taught inside of the Freedom Launchpad. So that's exactly what I did. When I first started having huge results online, it was the same thing. I had a link that I could share with people that I knew would convert if I could get it in front of people. And so basically, I just did exactly what Kendra's talking about. I just shared each step of my journey. And I was learning a lot of the things I was learning inside of that community that I was a part of. So I would just share my link and people would opt in to my email list and purchase the things that I was so passionate about and sharing about. So it's as simple as that. I'm going to come back over here to the comments. So Kim says she's guilty. Yeah, I think a lot of us are, if not all of us, are guilty of, we get inspired, or, we have a moment of excitement where we go and purchase something, a course or a training or a product or whatever. And we have all the best intentions of going through it and implementing it and putting it to use in our business or in our lives. And then we don't. Like that inspiration like fizzles away and we just get busy with other stuff or whatever. So I would say probably the majority of us are guilty of this. And so I love what Kendra shared as far as, that was the first thing she said to me. I made it a point to complete the steps. That is so huge. And that is why she's having success. I believe that and know that. So anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you guys today. I know it's short and sweet and off the cuff, like I said, but I just think that this is something I'm really passionate about. If you've been following me for a while, you've heard me talk about this before, but I don't want people to overlook this, because one of the things that I see all the time with new people, new marketers in any business, any niche, is that they don't think, I'm passionate about content marketing. I'm passionate about sharing value with your audience. Like I'm doing right here. I'm doing a live stream. You could do YouTube video. You could do Facebook Live. You could, send out emails. You could blog. There's a lot of different ways to do content marketing. But I'm so passionate about it because it's the best way to connect with people, by providing value for them. And I was actually just listening to a podcast the other day that was talking about video marketing and why video is so powerful. And it's because video is the closest thing that people can get to like sitting down with you in a coffee shop and having a conversation with you. It's almost like the same level of connection that they get when they're just watching you on video, especially if you provide value and they come back to your videos each time you put out a new video and they watch your videos. It builds that connection even deeper. And then you just feel like a friend, right? Because you're just showing up, you're providing value, you're helping people. And if they're not ready for your help, eventually they might be. I've had people that have been on my email list for years and never purchase anything from me. And then like, many years later, because every time I make a sale, I always look and see, how long the person's been on my list and how they got on my list and what kind of emails they've been opening and that sort of thing. And it's always amazing to me when I see somebody that purchases something from me that's been on my email list for like 4 years or 5 years. And all of a sudden the timing was right for them. So you never know, but if you keep showing up and providing value, you will connect with people on a really deep level. You will help a lot of people. And I just wanted to make sure that you know that you can do this even if you're brand new. And the fact that you're brand new actually gives you an advantage in a lot of ways, because just like Kendra said, it's rare that people get to follow along with folks that are brand new. So this is a huge gift that you can give them. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Does anybody have any questions? And if you're watching the replay, after this is over, I'll go ahead and I'll link to the escape plan in the description once I get off the live. So that just to make it easier for you guys, if you want to check it out and see what I just shared with you. I mean, this is an example of something that anybody can do, brand new. Just, have a done for you funnel, go through the training, implement the steps exactly like what Kendra did, and get results. And there's tons of amazing training in the back office. Like she went into the paid marketing section. So basically when it comes to free marketing and paid marketing, people usually choose one or the other depending on, the people that have a lot of time, a lot of times prefer to do free marketing, and people that don't have a lot of time but have a little bit of a budget do paid marketing, because paid marketing can be much faster. And she just wanted to get her business off the ground. So she paid for a solo ad. She got 133 leads. And then, she was sharing last night how excited she was to have 133 people that she can now like send to her Instagram or send to her Facebook or send to her YouTube. Like, she just realizes what a huge asset it is to have, some people might think, oh, she's only got 133 people on her email list. That's 133 people she gets to help and connect with and share herself with. So that's huge. Does anybody have any questions? I'll stick around for a minute and see if anybody has any questions. But that's really all I wanted to say today. And I'm really, really grateful for all of you guys that showed up with me live. And I'm really, really grateful for all of you guys that are watching the replay. So regardless of if you're here live or on the replay, definitely say hi in the comments and let me know if you have any questions at all about anything that I said. And let me know if this was helpful. I really hope that I gave you something today that you can take and go make a difference for people with, because regardless of where you're at, whether you haven't even started yet or you're starting today, or you're a few weeks in or a few months in or a few years in or many years in, you have value to share. And when you give people a look behind the curtain at all of the little things that you're learning along the way, and all of the little victories that you're having along the way, and victories are not just sales, victories are things like getting your first lead on the internet, or losing your first pound in your weight loss journey, or, maybe you started some type of a fitness thing and you just benched a certain amount of weight that you couldn't bench before. And, after your first week of this workout or whatever, like there's so many ways that we get results. And even if it's something, if a fitness thing, you're not necessarily trying to make money, you're just, doing a weight loss thing or whatever. You're not necessarily selling stuff, or maybe you are, but if you are selling something like Kendra is with the Freedom Launch, she's offering people the escape plan and then helping them purchase the Freedom Launch Pad if they want to take it to the next level. But even if she's not making a sale, she's still having success, because she got 133 people on her email list. I mean, that's incredible. She learned how to do a solo ad by watching a video in the back office. That's a result. That's a success. So I just want you to keep in mind, like, the successes that we have in our journeys are not just about sales and money. They're every little thing that we learn, every little bit of growth that we have. Sometimes the success could just be like a mindset shift that we have. Like I said, when I was doing CrossFit, like I remember on a regular basis, my coach would help me to have a breakthrough in my mindset, because I know Mike's on here, he's done CrossFit. Like anyone that's done CrossFit knows, like, these coaches push you beyond where you think you can go. And it was always amazing to me when I would learn that I had a limiting belief that was stopping me from doing something that I thought I couldn't do, that I could actually do. And so I was sharing about that on a regular basis on my blog. I mean, that's inspiring for people when they can watch you having your breakthroughs. So regardless of what niche you're in, like some of the breakthroughs that you can share when you're documenting your journey are going to be mindset stuff, right? So that's hugely inspiring too. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. I'm not seeing any questions, but again, if you're watching the replay, feel free to leave your questions here. I hope this has been helpful. I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon.